Hello and welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with fresh updates and more citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: Kenya expresses intention to crush insurgency in Somalia. Afghan Election Commission announces beginning of second phase of voter registration. And Freedom Public Committee highlights the plight of Jordanian prisoners in Israeli cells. Kenyan Foreign Minister Moses Wetangula has expressed his country's intention to help Somalia crush insurgency. He expressed strong support for the Somali government and condemned the Al-Shabaab militia and the Islamist grouping led by Sheikh Hassan Dahir Awais that now poses a security situation for Kenya as well. CJ Rose Wangui from Kenya has more on Al-Shabaab's links with Al-Qaeda.
This is Rose Wangui, a citizen journalist from Kenya, reporting on Instablogs. Kenya's intention to help crush the insurgency in Somalia is the strongest government response so far to the crisis in the troubled eastern neighbour. Somalia has been Kenya's most enduring security headache since independence, starting with the Shifta movement that waged war in the 1960s onto the present threats posed by the infiltration of global terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda into the governance vacuum in Somalia. Shabaab, the Islamist militia group currently engaging government forces in Mogadishu, makes no secret of its links to Osama bin Ladens Al-Qaeda network, and that would be a major concern to Kenya. Some of the key leaders of the East African Al-Qaeda cell that planned the two bombings are believed to be still operating in Somalia and playing key roles in managing the Islamist militias that now threaten to topple the transitional government.
The process of voters' registration for the Afghan presidential elections has gained momentum, with the Independent Election Commission of Afghanistan announcing the start of second phase for the registration of voters. CJ Kramuddin Behram from Kabul says that the move is meant to enroll unregistered voters who were unable to register themselves in the first round.
This is Kramuddin Behram from Kabul on Instablogs.com. Afghan Independent Election Commission announced the second phase of voters' registration to begin soon for the upcoming presidential elections to be held in summer of this year. The Commission maintained that it has been decided in response to public demands for the registration of those voters who remained at bay during the first phase due to reasons as security and distance from the registration centers. According to the Commission, in the first phase, over 4 million fresh voters had registered, which is in addition to the 12 million voters of the previous elections of 2004. Although mobile registration centers will be set up for this purpose, yet it's feared that this phase will also encounter numerous obstacles.
Our next story has been submitted by CJ Wada Buzurek from Jordan, wherein she talks about the plight of Jordanian detainees left to languish in Israeli prisons.
This is Wa'ad Buzurek, reporting for the Instablogs from Jordan. Head of the Freedom Public Committee, Maisara Malas, said that Jordanian detainees and those lost without a trace inside the State of Israel are victims of both the Israeli occupation as well as neglect of successive governments, which haven't been doing enough for those Jordanian citizens. Malas also talked about the bad circumstances those detainees are being forced to live with in the Israeli cells, all of which being ignored by all the successive governments, which should have paid more attention to this issue. This subject will be discussed extensively in a conference being prepared in Jordan to be just another chance for those feeling the injustice of the State of Israel, yet are unable to do much about it.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.